Hello, bookish friends in the internet. Welcome and welcome back to my account. My name is Drew, and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited to come at you with a TBR pile that I am doing. I thought I wasn't going to do a TBR pile for May, but I forgot that my friend Manda and Donna, who they both have YouTube channels here, so I'll leave them down below in the description box. But I forgot that Readathin was happening. So if you don't know what Readathin is a yearly / monthly, every 4 months type of challenge. It happens every February, May, and October, I believe. I could be wrong. I'll leave Donna's announcement video up above or down below. Go check that out. Both of these awesome ladies are amazing friends, and I just now figured out my TBR for each of the challenges, which is really hard because I was struggling with a few of them. I literally had to FaceTime my friend Sydney, be like, hey, I need help with some of these challenges. Can you help me out and explain these better to me? So I did that. So thank you, Sydney, for the help. I have a screenshot of Donna's blog that she has for all the challenges. So if I'm looking down at my phone a lot, that's why I have my phone today. We are gonna, like I said, discuss about Readathin. Readathin is a monthly challenge where it happens every May, October, and February, and I love participating in it. I've been participating in it since the very beginning. So I have some TBRs on my channel here that you can go check out if you want to. Anyways, let's just jump into it. There's a lot of challenges here, and I have a lot of books to get through, and hopefully I can get to all of these. Some of these are sequels that I've been looking forward to reading. Some of these are series finales and new releases I have. So I'm gonna read all the challenges first, and then I'll show you what books I picked for what challenge. So challenge 1 is to read a book you meant to read last month but you didn't get to. Challenge 2 is to read a book from your TBR, which was very easy for me. Challenge 3 was read the newest addition to your TBR, and as of right now I can't remember what is my newest addition, so I'm just gonna show all 3 of the books, and then future me would just pick one to read, and hopefully I'll complete that challenge. Challenge 4, which I really actually loved and I should do more of in my own TBR, but that is choose 5 of your oldest books and random number generate your next read. Next challenge is to read a diverse book. Everybody, including Donna and Manda, they want to read more diversely this year, which I think you should read diverse books all year round, not just in June or in the other months that we have. Next is to read a book starting with the letter R, which I didn't realize I had a lot of books starting with R's, so that was a hard one to choose. Next is to read a thin book, a book under 300 pages. Next is to read a book for another challenge, so that could be for another readathon that you are participating in, or for yearly challenges that you have set for yourself, which is the route that I went with. I'm skip one. TBR repeater is the next challenge. So read a book that keeps getting on your TBR but you never get to, and now's the time to get to it. Read a book with purple on the cover. Read from your favorite genre, and then the last challenge is to give an author another try, which that one was a little confusing for me, but again, my friend Sydney figured that out for me. So I don't know why I turn my phone off when I need my challenges. For challenge 1, to read a book you didn't get to last month. In the month of April, I've only read about 7 books, and some of them I have right here. You'll see more in a wrap up here later this week. But a book I didn't get to in April, and I was really sad because I'm really excited for this, and I literally have the audiobook checked out for my Libby, so I need to start this soon, and that is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shanna Chakraborty. This is the first book in a brand new series by Shannon Chakraborty, and this is following the same world as the City of Brass trilogy, but set like 200 or 300 years after or before the trilogy. So I'm excited to see what this is about. I've been hearing nothing but amazing reviews for this book, so I cannot wait to see what's going to go on with this one, and hopefully I love it as much as everybody else has. And it's just been getting a lot of hype lately, and I hope I'm one of the few people who really love this one. So to read the book that's the newest book, or to read a book from your TBR, I picked Silver in the Bones by Alexandra Bracken. This is the beautiful, stunning Owl Crate edition that I have from Owl Crate. I'll leave my unboxing of this box up above or down below. And I am really excited to read this. This was, when I heard about this challenge, when I read this challenge on the blog, I was like, oh my gosh, I know the perfect book to pick for this, because I'm really excited for this one. This is a most anticipated read of mine, and it just came out in April too, so I'm hoping I can get to this in May, and I hope I love it because it's such a pretty edition. And this is also going to be talked about again here in a minute, because the next challenge is to read the newest edition to your TBR, and so this is one of the newer editions I have, and then these other two are newer editions as well. The first one I bought for myself, and then the second one I had my friend Sydney bought for me as a congratulation gift to passing my driver's license. So I bought myself When You Wish Upon a Star by Elizabeth Lim. This is the newest installment of the Twisted Tales series, and I'm really excited to get to this one. This is, again, another most anticipated read of mine. And I saw this at Target for 20% off. I already took the sticker off, which is why the cover kind of looks like that. But I cannot wait for this. I started this one a little bit already, so it's kind of cheating. But I'm hoping I can finish this one in the month of May, and hopefully I'll really love this one. And then if I'm not in the mood for a fantasy, because I have a bunch of fantasy on this list, I can pick up a YA contemporary, and that is Never Vacation with Your Ex by Emily Webberly and Austin Sigma Broca. This is the book that my friend Cindy bought for me because I passed my driver's test. Thank you so much, Cindy. You did not have to do that. That was amazing of you. So as of right now, this is my newest addition to my TBR. I'm not expecting any more book mail this week. I know I am in May because I pre-ordered some books in May, so, but that won't count for this challenge. So yeah, Never Vacation with Your Ex is my next read for this challenge. For Generate 5 of Your Oldest Books, I got picked The Princess and the Scoundrel by Beth Revis. I was actually really excited for this because this is one of the many Star Wars books that I have not read yet, and I was shocked that I haven't read this one because it was most anticipated read of mine from last year, and I actually pre-ordered this one from last year too, and I'm sad that I never got around to it. And it's perfect because May 4th is not a official holiday, but it's like a holiday for Star Wars fans, so I cannot wait to read this in May. I think it's just like a perfect month to read Star Wars books, and like I said, I haven't read this one yet, so I'm very excited. And again, even though this is like a sci-fi fantasy novel, there's definitely going to be a lot of romance in here, which I really cannot wait to read, and I hear nothing but amazing things about this book, so really looking forward to reading it. The next one I have is to read a diverse book, and I was told from my friend Charlie when she read this, she found out one of the characters is either bi or is gay, and I can't remember which one is correct, but I know there's a diverse character in this one, and that is All of Our Demise by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. This is the second and final book in this duology. I read book 1 this month and absolutely loved it, so I'll talk more about that in my April wrap-up. But I cannot wait to see how this duology will end. The first book ended on a crazy cliffhanger, and I'm so glad that I bought this book at Barnes & Noble this year. I don't know, years are blending in with each other. But this is another duology that I can wrap up this year, and I've been meaning to wrap up a lot more of my duologies and trilogies, especially my duologies, because literally all I have is just the final book of the duology. If you love the Hunger Games, I think you will really love this. I would say it's much darker than the Hunger Games, so don't expect too much happiness from this cast of characters. But I cannot wait to dive back into this world and see what our characters are up to. For next challenge I have is to read a book starting with the letter R. I had 3 options for this, but I had a few of my friends from Donna's Discord helped me pick this one out, and so they picked Reclaim the Stars by edited by Readathin TBR. Very excited for this. This is a short story collection that came out this year, and I just never got around to reading it. And I actually think I put this in my Readathin TBR for February, and I just never got around to reading it in February either. So let's hope for May that I'll actually get to this one. Don't know too much. It's just 17 tales across realm and space. There's To the Stars, The Magical Now, and Other Times and Other Realms. A lot of authors I am very familiar with, and I just can't wait to see if I will love this collection, and if I don't, I'm going to be so sad because this is such a pretty cover. Next is to read a thin book, a book under 300 pages, and this one is 250 pages. Yeah, 250 pages, and that is An Emotion of Great Delight by Tahereh Mafi. When I saw how short this book was, I literally screamed. I was like, yes, I can actually get to this one in May. I was supposed to read this for Buzzword for April, but again, I just haven't got around to reading it. I did started it a while back in like February or whatever month it was. I got to page 50 in here, and then I never continue. I don't know why. So I'm going to restart this one in May, and hopefully I will love it because I really was enjoying it. I just don't know why I didn't continue. So perfect for this challenge, and hopefully it will motivate me to get this one off my TBR, because I think this is the only Tahereh Mafi book that I have unread right now, and I love that, and I also hate that as a fan of Tahereh Mafi. So hopefully this one doesn't make me cry, but I have a feeling it might. Next is to read a book from another challenge. So for me, I'm going to read 2 books from my top 23 books to read in 2023. The first of the 2 books that I decided to read are Kingdom of the Curse by Kerri Maniscalco. This is the second installment of the Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. I read book 1 last year and absolutely loved it. Gave it 4 stars. I was supposed to read this one last year, and I just never got around to reading it. This was my book club pick for November of last year, and never got around to reading it. I pre-ordered book 3, and I haven't even picked that one up yet because I haven't read book 2. I think I might reread book 1 in May, but I'm not too sure. I might just watch some book reviews and see what happened in book 1, and then I'll just jump into book 2. I do know I have the audiobook of this one from my Audible account, so it's just sitting in my Audible account ready to be listened to. I think it's just because Kerri Maniscalco is an auto-buy author for me, and I don't want this trilogy to end so quickly, so I think that's why this one has not been read yet. And then the second book that's on my top 23 books to read in 2023 is Fracture Path by J.C. Cavents. This is the 3rd installment of the Mirror series that is published by Disney Books. I read book 1 and 2 earlier this year and absolutely love both of them. And I got this sent to me from Jamie over at Rockstar Book Tours over the summer, but we all know what happened during July and August. I was not here like in July and August because of my mental health. So hopefully May would be the month I read my sequels and hopefully get caught up on all my series that I need to read and hopefully complete. I know book 4 comes out in July, so if I do read this in May, I only have like 2 months to wait for the finale of the series. But hopefully I'll love this one. I have a feeling this is a 5-star read for me, so we'll see. I hope I love it. I loved all of Tracy Crevent's other books, so really looking forward to this one. Next is for TBR Repeater, and this one has been on my TBR for forever, and it's another Star Wars book as well, and that is Star Wars The High Republic Path of Deceit by Tessa Granton and Justina Ireland. Like I mentioned earlier when I was talking about The Princess and the Scoundrel, May 4th is like a national holiday with Star Wars fan, so I'm very behind on the High Republic series in general. They're already halfway through phase 2, and I only own the first 3 books, and I need to get my hands on the newest installments that they have out. I think they have like 4 out in the newest installment, so I'm totally behind. So I'm hoping if I put this in a video and if I say this out loud, Drew, you need to get caught up on this series. That way you don't get spoiled from friends and just from people on Book Talk. But yeah, I cannot wait to read this. I hope I love it. I don't know. I've just been missing Star Wars universe lately, so I want to dive back into this world and see what's going on with our characters. And again, hopefully I'll love this one. For a book that has purple on the cover, I am going to be picking up Reveille by Lisa Mia Smith. As you can tell, there's a bunch of purple right there on the cover. On the spine is all purple too. It's kind of hard to see because of my ring light. And it's all purple all the way around. So this is an Owl Crate book that I just got this year. So I'm very excited to knock off another Owl Crate book. So that's really cool, and I'll leave my unboxing for this one up above or down below as well, so definitely go check that out. Very excited for this one. I hear it's getting compared to Caraval, and I really love Caraval, so hopefully I will love this one. And I've been hearing great reviews about this one as well. I've been hearing like 4 or 5-star reads so far, so I'm really looking forward to seeing if I'm one of the few people who love this one. Next book is to read a book from your favorite genre, and for me, I've been discovering that I've been loving adult fantasy, YA fantasy, and middle grade books. So to split up all these heavy sci-fi books and fantasy novels, I have a few contemporary books here and there, but I wanted to put a middle grade book in here, and this is another long series I need to get caught up on. So I was supposed to read this in April with my friend Mel over at Completely Melanie. We are doing a huge group buddy read of this on her coffee Patreon, and they're all reading the whole series. She hasn't read book 4 yet, so I don't feel too bad for being behind. But that is the Keeper of the Lost City series by Shannon Messenger. This is book 4. It's called Never Seen. I need to get caught up with the series as well. Book 9 just came out last year, so I have 9 books to binge read this year. So hopefully in May I can pick this up. And it's perfect because May is middle grade May. So hopefully I'll get into this one. I have been reading a lot of middle grades for April, which you'll see in my April wrap up. So I'm looking forward to diving back into this world. And again, I just need to watch book reviews of what happened in book 1 through 3. That way I can just dive into this one, and hopefully I'll love it because I really loved the first 3 books I read in this world. And hopefully I'll continue with the rest throughout the summer. And the final book / final challenge I have for Readathin is to give an author another try. And this one my friend Sydney actually helped me out with. She was giving me an example. She like, an author that I read from before that I didn't like but I want to try again is Ruth Greer. And I was like, wait, I actually have a book I want to read from her. And I read some books that I've liked and didn't like, so I want to give her another try. So I'm going to try and read The It Girl by Ruth Greer. As you can see, this is our like 3rd adult novel on our TBR list. So hopefully I'll get around to this. And also this is our 2nd book of the month edition that we have on our list as well. So if I do get around to this, I can finally get this off my book of the month list and off my book of the month app, and hopefully I enjoy this one. I've been hearing negative reviews more than positive reviews of this one. But personally, for me, I've enjoyed a Ruth Greer in the past. The only one that I didn't really love was One by One. So I'm hoping I will love this one a lot more. I don't remember too much about it. Honestly, I think it deals with a podcast set in Oxford, but don't know too much about it. I just know I got it from Book of the Month last summer. Never got around to reading it. I meant to read it in the fall. Never got around to it in the fall. So hopefully this summer is the summer I read this one. So yeah, thank you, Sydney, for helping me out. So yeah, there you have it. That is my ambitious TBR for Readathin. As always, that's why I changed my name to Drew's Ambitious Reading. Thank you, Donna and Amanda, for hosting. As always, you girls are amazing. I'll leave the channels down below. Once again, go check that out. And thank you guys for watching. If you made it all the way through, please give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And your question of the day, are you participating in Readathin? Have you made your TBR yet? Let me know down below. And I'll talk to you guys down in the comments. Bye.